Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So a couple of days ago I asked you to fire some questions at me because I thought I'd like to do a Q&A just so you get to know me a little bit better. I've only been doing YouTube for about 5 months now, and even though I feel like I put my life out there, I still feel like there's little bits that you don't know about me. So I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. I may have to split this into 2 videos. Just because otherwise it's just going to be a bit too long really. So question number 1 is, if you had a day to yourself with no kids, what would you do? I would spend the whole day in a spa and be massaged for the whole day. Just a full body massage, just constantly for the full day. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to have my phone. I just want to be relaxed, and I'm sure I'll be able to get a couple of hours of sleep there as well, which would be just amazing. So yeah, that would be my day. If I had no kids, I was on my own, that is what I would do. Question number 2 is, what did you do as a job, or what did you do in general before you had your beautiful boys? I worked as a carer. I looked after disabled children and adults and the elderly, and I absolutely loved it. It was the perfect job for me. I don't know why, but I don't know, love looking after people and caring for people, and knowing that I made a little bit of a difference in their day-to-day life just made me really happy. There is a side to it that people just think, oh, how can you do that? How can you do that? But yeah, I don't know, I just really loved it. It was a great job for me. Oh, someone's coming to say hello. It was a great job for me, and yeah, I loved it, and I do really miss it. And who knows if I'll go back when everyone's at school. Question number 3 is, what do you like best about doing YouTube? I love the fact that I can look back in years to come and I'd be able to see our life. I'm not into reading books or anything like that, so if I were to write a diary, I'm not sure if I'd enjoy reading it back as much. I would prefer to just watch it, and I just feel like that the best thing about doing it is that I'll be able to look back, and the kids when they're older, they'll be able to look back and see what they got up to and see what mischief they caused. So who are your favourite mummy vloggers? I have so many that I try and sit down and watch when I have some free time, but I have to say, obviously Lucy in the Bump, she's one of my friends, but I do genuinely love watching her anyway, just because she's so down to earth and she's just normal. She lives a normal life, and yeah, she's just really interesting to watch. And also Lara, another one of my friends, she's just mesmerising, she's just gorgeous, and yeah, I just love watching those 2 in particular. I love Mumma Reed, Ash from Mumma Reed, Lucy Jessica Carter. They're just like insane, unbelievably beautiful, and yeah, which makes me a little bit jealous really. If only I had a face like that. Yeah, but a lot of the Channel Mum vloggers I watch. Also Kate Plus is another one, because she's got 4 kids, and I just love seeing how she copes with them, and yeah, just how she finds being a mum of 4 really, because you're nosy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, because obviously I'm going to be a mum of 4, so it's just interesting to see how she copes and what she does in her day-to-day life. So yes, Kate Plus is another one that I love to watch as well. Question number 5 is, what would be your perfect date with your hubby, and any tips on what seems like your perfect marriage? Now this one made me laugh just because I think it's really sweet. You know, someone thinks that we have a perfect marriage, and to me obviously it's close to perfect. I believe that we get on really, really well, and I do feel very lucky that we have such a tight relationship, and we're just good for each other really. Yeah, we're both pretty chilled out people. We just go with the flow. I'm really sorry, he's got his toy on now. I didn't turn it on, he's just managed to do that himself. My ideal date would be, again, I think I touched on this earlier, but I'd love to just go to a spa where we could just catch up on some sleep really. I think that would be great. Obviously I would like to have a chat with him and go for a drink and go for a nice meal and all that sort of stuff, but I just think we both, like, he works full time, like really, really hard. Obviously I don't have to go back to work, so I feel very lucky in that sense, but he does work extremely hard for us all and to sort of look after us all, so I feel like he would need some relaxation as well. So yeah, definitely my perfect date with Dan would be a spa day. Yeah, and tips on a perfect marriage, really, I don't, you know, obviously to me I do think that our relationship is really good, and I do feel extremely lucky that we have the relationship that we do. Obviously having 3 kids very close together and a 4th on the way takes some strength. It really does. It's been tough. We've had tough days, but we've had some really, really amazing days. But I just think the fact that we're strong together has just sort of helped us get through it all, really. So yeah, I don't really have any tips, sorry about that. But I don't know, I just feel comfortable around him. We're very relaxed with each other. We always just try and, you know, joke around and lighten the mood if things get a little bit tense. Question number 6 is, what made you want to start vlogging? Well, I actually feel like I had a little bit of a head start, to be fair, because if you don't know already, then I am a vlogger for Channel Mum, and I actually won their vlog style competition. So I think late last year, early this year, they ran a competition to sign up a new sponsored vlogger, and for ages my friend Lucy from Lucy in the Bump that I mentioned earlier was saying to me that I should enter it because people would love my story, although to me I just felt like my life was normal, so I was a bit unconvinced, is that a word? I wasn't really convinced that people would be so interested in what I do and my life, just because to me it was normal. But I plucked up the courage and I recorded a video of about 59 seconds and uploaded it to YouTube, obviously just for the Channel Mum lot to see. But I didn't tell anyone, I didn't tell my husband, I didn't tell Lucy. I was just really nervous because I just thought no one's going to be interested in my life, it's just normal. But yeah, actually turns out that they chose me to be their vlogger and I won the competition. So it kind of spurred me on and gave me a lot of confidence really to continue. What are you doing? Yeah. To continue. So yeah, I feel very, very lucky actually. And I think I probably would have started vlogging eventually, but I feel like winning the competition has given me a bit of a push to get started sooner, and I'm so glad that I did, because I feel like my confidence has just come along so much. Not necessarily with vlogging, but I still feel super nervous in front of the camera, but I just feel like in general it's made me feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident in myself. Yeah. Question number 7, I had this one quite a lot. What is the one beauty product you can't live without? I'm gonna say my Benefit Hoola. I absolutely love that product. I don't use it every day just because I don't wear makeup every day. I do feel like when I use it though, it does make me feel a lot brighter, and yeah, so if I had no other makeup with me other than the Hoola, then I definitely would use that, because I just think it's a really, really great product, and I love Benefit in general. But yeah, Hoola is just my go-to whenever I've got makeup on. Also their Dallas, actually, their blushes and their bronzers are just so nice, so, and they last forever. So yeah, the Dallas and the Hoola, either or. As long as I had one of them with me, I wouldn't mind. Number 8 is, what is your dream 3-course meal? I'm a massive foodie and I absolutely love mushrooms. Sorry to all the mushroom haters out there, but you are missing out. So for a starter, I would have anything mushroom. I love like breaded mushrooms that you can dip in like garlic mayo. They're really yummy. Or also, we've been to this, well, our favourite restaurant that we go to. They've got a really, really lush starter of flat mushrooms, or 2 flat mushrooms, in a white wine and chilli sauce, and it is so scrummy. It's making my mouth water now and I just feel really, really hungry. So yeah, anything mushroom for a starter. Or, I'm going to throw a fish one out there, calamari. I absolutely love calamari. Now, I didn't realise it was squid to begin with. I was told it was chicken, so I ordered it and really loved it. And then I just thought, hang on a minute, this doesn't taste like chicken. It's a bit rubbery for chicken. But yeah, I absolutely love calamari now. Like squeezed lemon over the top and dipped in like a garlic mayo. Oh my gosh, it is so yummy. So yeah, either of those for starters. Now, for a main course, this is probably not a restaurant type meal, but I love sausage, mash and beans. There is another question later, which I'll probably just skip to now, and it's, what is your favourite dinner? And that is sausage, mash and beans. It's so British, but it is so nice, especially on like a winter's evening when it's been a miserable day, just bangers and mash. But it has to be chipolatas, not fat sausages. I can't stand fat sausages. I don't know why, it's the texture, or I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, bangers and mash is always my go-to meal. And if I'm in a bit of a more posh restaurant, then I would go for like a spaghetti dish. So anything with like mussels or prawns or anything like that really. Yeah, just like a nice tomato sauce with pasta obviously, or spaghetti with, yeah, just anything fishy on top. I love a bit of fish. Also for pudding, I would always opt for a chocolate cake or a chocolate brownie. Like the warm chocolate brownie with a lump of ice cream just is divine, or a chocolate fudge cake or something with cream. Oh, it's just, I want to go out for a meal now. My mouth's watering so much. But yeah, I do like cheesecake as well, but definitely if there was a chocolate option, I would always go for the chocolate option. Question number 9 is, what time do you go to bed and how do you unwind in the evening? We usually head up at around 9:30, 10 o'clock. That may sound really granny-ish to some of you that stay up past midnight, but my body does just not allow me to do that. I sort of, once I get the boys in bed by 7, half 7 at a push, if they're playing up, then I'm just ready to eat and go to bed. We do eat late, obviously because I like to eat with my husband, so I wait until he gets home from work. Yeah, so about 9:30, 10 we head up. We do tend to put the telly on upstairs just for a little while, just until we get really tired, but I end up usually watching about 5 minutes of the film and then falling asleep. But what do I do to unwind in the evening? Just chill out with my husband, watch a bit of telly, catch up on YouTube if I can, watch other mummy vloggers that I love to watch. I can kind of just fall asleep, even if I've had like the tablet on or the telly. I can fall asleep really easily just because I think I'm so tired. So yeah, 9:30, 10, and on a weekend we do tend to stay up a little bit later. You're so noisy. If there's like a film on that we really want to see from Sky or something like that, then, you know, we tend to stay up a little bit later. We often put music on, like our wedding playlist, and just chill out and talk and listen to that. It probably sounds really, really soppy, but yeah, we do that occasionally. So I think the latest we've actually gone up is about 11:30, midnight. Obviously, unless we've been out like to a wedding or something like that, then we do stay, usually till the end. And question number 10 is, was it harder to go from 1 baby to 2 or 2 to 3? Actually, I didn't find any of those transitions that much harder. I thought that going from no babies to 1 baby was definitely the hardest for us, because your whole routine and your whole life completely changes. So obviously when you don't have children, you're very independent. You can do what you like, when you like, and you have no one else to worry about other than you, until you have this little baby, and then everything changes and you've got this tiny little person that's so dependent on you. So I think, yeah, that your whole life completely changes from going from no babies to 1 baby. And then because we've had ours so close together, I feel like we haven't really got out of the baby stage yet, so I feel like we've just kept going and kept going, which in a way has worked really well for us. But yeah, obviously having multiple children does have its ups and downs. It can be really, really difficult, and it can be super easy when, you know, the boys at the age that they're at now, they're so great. They play together, they entertain each other. Yeah, they fight, but they're brothers, of course they're going to fight, but it's a really great stage at the moment. So yeah, I can't wait to add another one to the mix and see what chaos is caused then. But yeah, I thought from having no children to having 1 baby was definitely the hardest transition for us. And then any more after that, they've just kind of slotted in because we've been in the whole baby routine. Our life has already changed, so, you know, we've changed the way that we live for our babies and that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely 0 to 1 would be my hardest transition. So I'm going to end the video here just because I feel like it's going to be a bit of a long one, and I will do a part 2 Q&A and I will have that up for you soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that and keep an eye out for when I upload that. If you liked my video, then please give me a thumbs up, and if there's anything else you want to know about me, then please just leave a comment or give me a message and I'll be happy to tell you all about me. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll put everything in the description box that you need to know below. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye guys.